Всем добрый вечер. Как всегда, у нас вечерняя магия. Присоединяйтесь к моему стриму. Мне будет приятно. Ваша компания. Продолжим сегодня опять проходить Хогвартс Легаси. Так, вчера мы спасли драконов и взяли яйцо. Вот интересно, если мы яйцо в рычаг комнаты отнесет, вылупится из него дракон или нет? Как вы думаете? Так. Сейчас продолжим. Так, там у нас по заданке что-то, да, надо было? Давайте к Себастьяну пойдем. Все равно что надо эти заданки выполнять. Ага, вот она, инструкция. Частичная трансфигурация. Все, больше ничего в комнате нету. Так, что у нас там? Мы откроем этот замок? Откроем. Давайте попробуем. Аль-Хамар. Так, поехали. Так, этот сделали. Пойдемте зайдем. Что у нас в этой комнате? Сундучок. Так, где-то звякает. Где что звякает? Так. Уважаемая профессор Уизли, спасибо за письмо. Отрадно слышать, что среди нынешнего выпуска есть ученики, которые заинтересованы в работе в министерстве и хорошо для нее подходят. Разумеется, составить представление о способностях этих молодых людей нам помогут их результаты СОВ. Однако, ваше мнение мы тоже учитываем. Вы не понаслышке знакомы с особенностями нашей работы и потому можете дать самые точные рекомендации, за что я безмерно благодарен. Буду ждать от вас новых писем в ходе учебного года. С уважением, Феррис Певен, министр магии, Лондон. Какую-то писюльку, да, мы за писюльку нашли. Так, здесь ничего, да? Вот где-то ж звякает. А вот где? Ну, точно не здесь. Хотя в комнате больше звякало. А вон книжка летает. А как нам туда попасть? А нам надо. Это у нас идут... Так, а если мы сюда выйдем? А где книжка? Неужели? Хорошо. Ну, из этой комнаты у нас Вектор, привет. Так, хорошо. Это на улице, да? Книжка летает. Ой. А это точно не надо прожаривать? Что-то где-то открылось. Ладно, пойдемте. Так, может на улице это или где-то здесь? Попробуем сюда войти. Алло, камон. Делзи, привет.
Эй, молодежь, плати картой мира и получай кэшбэк 10% за покупки шмоток, косметосика и подписок. Активирую акцию на приветмир.ру. И йоу, да ё-моё, ну акция же класс, а сценарий? Мыло поели?
Так.
Это влияет на победу в боксе.
Идем, идем.
Anna's getting if there's any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of
Так.
Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Бабочка. Ага. Книжка. Так, не можем открыть. Так. Нет, там не акция. Там, по-моему, надо... Если я не ошибаюсь, Лавиоса, да? Нет. Блин, я забыл. Так, по-моему... Может, 3 пары? Я забыла уже вот это действие. Нет. Так, нет. Так, а чем мы его использовали? Точно не репара. Блин. Так, точно не акция. Блин, я забыла. Каким же мы его заклинанием? Точно не флипенда. Флипенда это двигать. Нет, точно не флипенда. Так. Блин, я забыла. А чем статуя шарика? Я уже забыла. Так, я забыла. Привет, Саш. Так, совсем забыла, как на эту статую действовала. Так. Ва. Я помню, что что-то для биоселя, но я не тот взяла изначально. Ладно. Так. Еще б найти эти луны, чтобы у нас могли мы открывать замки разных уровней. Вот где оно звякает? Точно не здесь. Во. Статуя сфинкса. Так, хорошо. Алюмос где? Ура, ура, взломали замок. Так, какая-то записка. Ящик. Так, здесь ничего не звякает. Нет. Привет! Привет, Саша! Так, а где это с бабочкой? Что, сюда? Ха.
Привет.
Привет! Привет, привет! Так, что вот она.
Смотрите чаще страницу стрима каждые минутно трова, также это влияет на
История
победу.
на волшебных окнах. Так. Привидение с мотором. Так, хорошо, а где это? С зеркалом. Люмос этот использовать. Ладно, пойдемте. Так, а нам вообще не сюда. Где-то же звякает, а? Вот где оно звякает? Ладно. Так, а здесь нельзя метлу, да, нам использовать?
Because I told you, I can transfigure one.
И куда? Ага. То есть нам надо как-то понизу, да? Или наоборот поверху. Вингардиум левиосо. Ничего? О, штучки-дрючки эти. Магия, 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 магия. Хоп. Так, а это разбивать надо? Я не помню. Ой. Кто здесь? Бандюганы?
Shame you're so foul.
Яички, да? Ну, и чё? И как их брать? Никак? Нормально. Они даже не берутся от слова совсем. Кто-то бухал. Мне как-то... Или бах какой-то, что вот даже вот яйца лежат, я их не могу взять. Можешь их поднять? Не-а. Так, Ванек, привет. Блин, а что с этим? По-моему, разбивать надо, да? Давайте попробуем. Или это их надо перемещать? Мне кажется, разбивать. Нет. Ни то, ни другое. Может, их как-то перемещать надо? Где вот это у нас? Флипендо. Так, а что надо? Или лавиоса это все-таки делать? Нет. Нет, ладно. Погнали на заданьку, потом этого Мерлина доделаем.
Мерлина 90 заданий. Задание Мерлина.
Lived here, I wonder.
Ничего такого, да? Нету.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
там какие-то штучки, дрючки. Угу. И где? Где-то туда дзынькает. Ва. Шипучий тыквенный сок. А вон бандюганы. А я их вижу. Сейчас мы с ними расправимся. Я надеюсь, они без гоблина. Магия. Так.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I've been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
Так.
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Так, побежали, да? А он не идет со мной, я одна? А, идет. Ой.
There they are, up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
We'll reclaim what is rightfully ours.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries. Why don't you come up here and fight me?
You won't stop me.
Бомбарда! Собираю! Дай, заберу. Напиток.
Revelio.
Еще и места не хватает, ё-моё. Ай. Так, пока так. И надо будет продать.
Fate. Nice work.
В смысле? А, 25. Там тоже отвар?
Revelio.
Отлично. Так, что-то здесь, да, у нас? Мы же здесь были. Так, это те грибочки, что я думаю, да.
Revelio.
Филя.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Там большого нету. Ах ты, сука.
Really not very good at this, are you?
I shall avenge your
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively
Так, все,
fun.
больше ничего, никого. Так, что еще у нас тут?
Revelio.
Блин, мы же вчера здесь были, на этой же шахте. А, тоже рябиновый сок.
I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
That's the spirit.
Неужели большой тролль будет, точнее, не гоблин, а тролль? Или паучки?
Revelio.
Похоже на паучковую пещеру.
Revelio. For better or for worse, we're in.
Ах ты, зараза.
All around.
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported.
Так, грибочки. Давайте, нам нужно для зельеварения.
Revelio.
Так, и что, и это все?
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
How nice of you to stop by.
If only Rama. No!
I will make you.
You won't get away with that.
Так, собираем магию.
Spiders are in here.
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Так, Бадьян.
Revelio.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Incendio. Ha- Revelio.
Хорошо. А если мы так сделаем? Тоже нифига, да? Наверное, сюда надо, да? Да. Пам-пам-пам. Юрий, привет.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Вау!
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Revelio.
Так, здесь. Так, какая-то фигня.
That bridge has seen better days.
Так. Где этот мост?
Reparo.
Угу.
Revelio.
Грибочки. Фу, какая гадость. Ой, мамочка.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Revelio.
Так, вот тут же, да, можно поджечь? Нет? Так, хорошо, а куда дальше идем? А, вот тут сюда.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists all but declared war.
Так.
Revelio.
Ой. Все? А кто меня это?
We've still not seen a
Revelio.
single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Справимся. Надеюсь, большого не будет.
You're weak, human. I won't rest. Dead. No!
Ах ты какой!
It's coming back this way. Let's get this.
We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they were waiting.
О, какой он большой! Ух ты! Козлина.
Certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Все, больше ничего тут. А, есть. Так.
Now, we can have a look around in peace.
Ну, что тут такое? Как кровь, да?
Revelio. Incendio.
Что-то я не поняла, там проход, что ли? Так. Медленно. Так, вот здесь надо поджечь все в паутине. Ага. Это быстрое. А третья где?
A rune symbol above the
Вон
cavern
там.
wall.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Incendio.
Ага. Иди-ка сюда.
Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
More rune symbols.
Так, значит.
Wasn't expecting that.
Нет. Блин, горелый. Точно, их не 4. Так. Значит. Так, блин. Да ё-моё.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Да ё-моё. А чё, дверь? А, открылась. Все. Все. Извините. Блин.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel
Саня,
more of this
привет.
mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels
Так,
odd.
как сюда?
Revelio.
Ха. Какой-то портал. Так, Себастину, да, подойти?
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganhawk was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Хогвартс.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
Да мы в Хогвартс сейчас перелетим, да? Переместимся.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Morinweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrock personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong. You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins.
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Обиделся, ушел.
Revelio.
Так,
Revelio.
задание. Так. Опять с Себастьяном. Он на нас обиделся. Ой, сломали.
Revelio.
Где она звякает? Вот где. Вон она.
Reparo.
Нет, не сюда.
Revelio.
Awful when they ask you a question, though, isn't it? Grubby little faces. I'll just die.
Ну, где-то же звякает. Только где?
Revelio.
Так, нет у нас тут летающих книжек. Где-то же звякает, да.
Revelio.
Вон она.
Revelio.
Ну, открывайся.
Revelio.
Где-то далеко.
I can't wait until I'm asleep.
Так, тогда берем метлу и летим. Мне кажется, за горой. Туда надо будет. О, бандюганов сколько.
You should never have come here.
Угу.
Ты куда летишь?
И куда лечу? На заданьку. Куда я лечу? Я аж испугалась. Кто там? Кто здесь?
Обновляйте чаще страницу стрима каждые минутно трова, также это влияет на победу в боксе.
Зараза. Опять стена.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You're here. Good.
Revelio. Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
Так.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we're
Catacomb.
finished.
Perfect.
Пойдем сейчас в
By the way,
катакомб.
Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't, I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Так, задание началось. Задача про подземелье оказалась куда полезнее, чем можно было ожидать. Узнавать о своих предках очень занимательно, однако мне довелось наткнуться на весьма любопытную вещицу. За большим залом есть одно заброшенное место. Там среди раскуроченных саркофагов лежала странная реликвия. Сила, которой она обладает, поразила меня. Хотелось бы узнать о ней больше, но, увы, оттуда ничего больше нельзя выносить. Так, сейчас, ребят, пару минут, тут у меня котик возмущается. Сейчас мы ему покушать дадим и продолжим. Так, продолжаем. Продолжаем. Так. Задача... Так, это мы
I'll be
прочитали.
interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this
Так,
discipline.
что нам... О чем мы летели? У нас тут этот был. Совсем. Найдите
I'm sure
реликвию.
that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Так,
Places. Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
остановись.
Tego.
Остановись.
Accio. Opening all of these is tempting.
Все ячейки заполнены. Ё-моё. Давайте пока так. Пока так.
This room is taller than it looks. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Ой. Так, все. Да, да?
Revelio.
Ой, кто здесь?
Revelio. Incendio. Accio.
Так, а что здесь у нас? Ничего не выскочило? Как паука. Так. Нам надо теперь открыть вот это. Так.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur. Revelio.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar.
Ах, паучки.
Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. There's something here by the altar. Prepare.
Не. Не сработало.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Галдишка.
Revelio. Accio.
Так, стоило мне по глупости упомянуть реликвию в отчете, и мне велели оставить ее в покое, я эту учту, я чту правила, но наука для меня важнее. В этой реликвии есть нечто особенное. Говорят, что у волшебников, которые выбрали палочки из дуба, сильная интуиция. Думаю, это правда. Мне удалось дождаться подходящего момента и наколдовать баррикады, заслонившие реликвию. Да простят меня предки за то, что материал послужил их кости. Я намереваюсь к ней вернуться, но сперва мне предстоит освоить заклинание Империус. Говорят, оно хорошо работает против врагов.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or, in this case, no bone.
Так, мне...
If this archway's been barricaded, we can find a way through.
Так, может...
Reparo.
Нет?
Incendio.
Тоже нет.
Places. Pulsar.
Пробраться через баррикады. Подожечь? Так, а как?
That's a lot of bone, Rattle.
Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Так, а вот тут же, может, дырку сделали.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Here. I need to find a safe way across.
Так,
Reparo.
Простите. Так, Люмас.
Lumos.
А мы потом сюда залезем? Мост. Вот это да. Так, а что? Блин, у нас тут грибочки. Так, назад. Так. Вот еще вход, да? Что-то еще и здесь надо нам сделать будет.
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
You've done it.
О, получилось,
I
да?
knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Найс.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something.
Ой,
The
Все по
student's
байке
diary
будет.
mentions the Imperious curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries.
Так, давайте учить.
Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Империо.
Here we go. Something troubling ahead.
Так, подожди, нам надо его... Давайте сюда.
Confringo.
Что?
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
Галдишечка. Так. Нет. Понял. Паучок.
Incendio.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Ура!
Isn't it?
Мы справились.
Revelio. Incendio.
Ага. Ой.
Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time. Accio. Accio.
Так, что еще здесь?
Incendio. Pulsate.
Галдишечка.
Revelio.
Неужели вот это сокровище? Нет. Что, назад возвращаться? Как-то теперь надо открыть. Может, это?
Revelio.
Хорошо, а как нам эту дверь тогда открыть? Идет он? Не идет.
Incendio.
Неужели вот это надо поджечь?
Lumos.
Так.
Incendio.
Не помогло. Давай, Себастьян, придумывай. Блин.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Ой-ля-ля.
We've read the world, all this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. We've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems, often cave-ins.
Блин, ячейки заполнены. Ё-моё. Такс. Так, таланты. Так, да, пусть пока так будет. О, Саша, привет.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Так. Ну, пойдемте попробуем. А, мы ж отсюда пришли, да? Ага. Паучки. Может, все-таки сюда?
This room is taller than it looks.
Что у нас здесь? Какой-то сундучок. Коллекция статуя единорога. Так. Блин, куда идти? Я уже заблудилась. Буа.
Another barricade. Considering how well you
Так,
did on the
что-то
last
тоже
one.
из костей делаю.
How gracious of you.
I try. That worked. Keep going. This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Так, а что здесь открылось? Ничего, да? Все опять остановилось. Что-то ничего, да? Не срабатывает. Ты этот не помогает.
Incendio. Accio.
Абракадабра.
Абракадабра, да. Видишь, из костей там мостик у меня из костей был, а это арку делаем, видишь? Чё, все? Не? Так. Вот это должно, да, еще открыться, мне так кажется. О. А что мешает? Да что такое? Все?
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Revelio.
I see why
Пам-парам-пам.
Slytherin students are so entranced with this place.
Галдишечки. Ух ты какой сильный, падла. Сдохни. Так, ой. Ой, ой, что это?
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Ага. Да. Так. Скелетоны. Записка. В реликвии сокрыта огромная сила, которую можно использовать во благо не только волшебников, но и всего мира. Но цена эта слишком велика. Необходима темная жертва. Не трогайте реликвии, пока мы не узнаем больше.
Sebastian, the relic. Look.
А, ну да, ладно.
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
Так.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Покиньте катакомбы. О,
Is that
кто
ominous?
это?
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
Так, убедите Омениса.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell
Кот,
Sebastian
привет.
to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Sebastian's right. We need that relic.
I'm sorry. My mind is made up.
Are you willing to sacrifice your friendship over this?
I might be. How could I choose to stand by and watch him do this?
What if the choice wasn't yours? You wouldn't be to blame for what happens.
What in the world are you suggesting? Imperium?
That's what I'm saying. I would take all responsibility. This could save your friendship. I know how to cast it, Sebastian taught me. But I won't do it unless you agree.
This is insanity. I can't believe you would ask this of me.
Sebastian is never going to give up trying to cure Anne. If you try and stop him now, he'll never forgive you.
Fine. This is unfathomable. But I suppose if you want that responsibility, it may just save what is left of my friendship with Sebastian. Remember, this is what I was telling you about the dark arts. They come with a cost. You may well regret making this choice. Do what you have to do. Cast it. Before I change my mind.
Imperio!
О, сейчас какая-нибудь из него абракадабра вырастет.
Step aside, Ominous. Stay in place until we're out of sight.
I will.
Sebastian, come on!
Come on.
What did you do?
Imperio. It was the only way to get out of here without a fight.
Ominous, I'm sorry.
Sebastian, we need to go.
Блин, тут тупик. Все, заплутала. Тут тоже тупик.
Did we do the wrong thing?
You need the relic.
I know.
Блин, наверх.
Ominous and I agreed. Surely there's a difference between casting Imperio on someone without their knowledge and casting it with permission.
I understand what you're saying. I do, but
I've taken full responsibility. You have my word.
we've always looked out for each other, Ominous and I. I hope he knows that hasn't changed.
Фух, вышли из этих катакомб. Так, что у нас? Стоит встречен. Кверти, привет.
How long will the spell last? How long must Ominous stay in the tomb?
The curse is lifted already. He'll easily find his way out of the catacomb, just as we did. He'll be all right, Sebastian.
Кто у нас здесь? Бандюганы. Кимфринго. Скелетоны. Где? Здравствуйте. Ах ты какая. Еще живой, ты посмотри какой он. Ты посмотри какой, а.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what has to be done to get this ready. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Вот так вот, будешь знать.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Так, нам на шариках это пролететь. Полопать их. А что мы не можем этого? А что, нельзя здесь летать? Интересно, а почему? Ну и ладно.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble.
Дым,
They're
да.
under attack.
Let's hurry.
Ух ты.
I won't enjoy suffering, do you?
Ух ты какой. Какой с черной магией, ну а.
Are you quite finished? Just you wait till I'm on solid ground.
Ух ты.
Have to fight.
Don't you try again, I beg you! I can do this for hours!
Фух.
Imperium!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse.
From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Хогвартс. Иди в Хогвартс. Такая это, что здесь надо типа отремонтировать. Типа отремонтировать, да? Угу.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Так. Нам надо выручать комнату.
These rocks have seen better days.
Так. Давайте полопаем, все равно ж по пути летим. Пиу. Чпоньк. Промазала. Ой, яйца надо будет спуститься и тут этих побить. Кто там у нас? Все равно еще это сделать.
Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark.
Так, а кто здесь это? Опа-на. А справимся? Ах ты какой! Ух ты! Ты посмотри, какие они злые. Собаки. Вот они, собаки. А, ну тут прыгать надо будет, да. Непростительный тренер. Что? Ага, оно не прошло здесь. Не прошло? Прошло. Упс, упс. Одна хрень попадается, вот честно. Так, карта. Так. ящерица. Тролль.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
All flavour of wicked to be added to darker. You know what, Hobbs?
Revelio.
Так, ну что тут мне пышит, не летает. Тут звякает. Где? Здесь, где-то здесь.
Revelio.
Да где она крякает? Где-то что-то крякает.
Revelio.
Ну и не надо. Здесь ничего.
Revelio.
Так.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. but I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now. Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft, nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Revelio.
А. Так. Нам надо теперь выручай комнату. Угу. Так. Переполнено. Угу. Так, синие, белые. Ну, короче, новые все надо варить. Так. Мгм. Мгм. Так. Какая-то фигня, почему? Перо Феникса надо. Так. Так. У меня где он? Габледук этот. Так. Он просто крутится, да? Ну вот где оно крякает? М?
Revelio.
Хи-хи-хи. О, сова красотка. Полярная.
Revelio.
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Serona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Serona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Так. А отсюда нельзя? На метле. Нельзя. Ну почему? Или можно? Не, нельзя.
Revelio.
М.
Revelio.
Гобелен.
Revelio.
Ничего. Ну и где ты, это пик-пик? Здесь уже не звенит. Так, о чем мы это тупим? У нас же там может быть портал рядом. Что, он мне показывает, куда мы летим, да? Что там? Паучки. Чик-чик-чик-чик-чик. Ну все, да. Так все равно даже что-то мы... Так. Да иди. Ага, стоит, ждет.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Black Dog, привет.
Ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago,
Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door, or a loitering loyalist.
Так, что там опять невидимку сейчас собирать будем?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Так, сейчас, ребят, пару минут. И вернемся дальше проходить Хогвартс. Так, ну что, продолжаем. Так. Ну пошли, опять на это же место вернулись. Да чё, ё-моё. Вот реально делаешь сторонние задания и возвращаешься на место по 5 раз. Зачем такое делать? Какая-нибудь другая локация, там множество есть, да?
The door is looking at us.
Так. Нам же надо быть невидимыми. Так.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Так, опять там бабайки сейчас будут страшные.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Так, нам
Yes,
невидимка.
of course. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
These machines operate on
Так,
steam.
хорошо, нам надо вот это поджечь.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. Here. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
Such arrogance.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Watch your step round here. Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right.
Where are those plans gone? Schematics in my hand a moment ago.
Pity, not quite. Kill spells glance off of me. I won't rest until I get this over. What's that? There you are.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. We're being watched by a door.
Так, поджигаем.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic? They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Так.
I won't rest.
Clever.
Rather unwise coming back.
Да ё-моё, опять у нас все заполнено. Time of Games TV, привет.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Так, хорошо, как туда нам попасть? По лестнице? Что-то мы неправильно идем, мне кажется. Эти вот тоннели не туда. Здесь мы были. Так, что-то мы не туда. Мы забыли. Иди, бляха-муха, стал в проходе. Димпок или Димрок. Привет. Блин. Что мы заблудились? Блин, опять туда показывать? Не, мне кажется, не туда. Все, заблудились.
if I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Собака не к нам, спасибо, Стив и Трик.
Ой, спасибо, Сашечка, за 1000, за... Патрик, за Патрика, спасибо.
Not quiet enough. I won't rest.
Ах ты какая собака одетла.
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Ты посмотри на них.
Not quite. Easily diverted.
Oh, this even is too much. Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Так, что еще тут имеется?
Incendio. Revelio.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Тупик. Там, ну. Так, пока можно невидимку снять. Умник, привет.
Revelio.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we? Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
Да блин, надо люма включать.
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Колос, привет.
Pity. Not quite. Oh, that did it. Your spells glance off of me. I've been fighting since before you were.
Ты собака какой.
Incendio. Places.
Me.
When are you going to give up?
Stupid.
You are terribly unmatched.
One less human to worry about.
Где он, собака?
You can't stop us. Descendo. Don't you try again, I beg you.
You won't survive this.
Put me down. I won't rest. Dead. Was that your best?
Ты посмотри, какой собака. На тебе.
As if you could best the likes of me. You're weak, human. Had enough. Impressed? You're making this too easy. Is that it?
Так, ты посмотри, какой он сильный.
Get away! You call that spell casting? This is almost too easy.
How many of them are there? That should be the last of them, Mommy.
Так. Опять заполнила. Мне надо ехать лететь, как она, в город продавать шмот. Так, это убираем. Больше вот это намордников. Вот это нужно убрать. Так, 3 места пока освободили, так надо будет продать.
Yes, of course. Back here.
Так, сейчас 5 сек.
The door is looking at us. We need to break its line of sight somehow.
Собака не к нам, спасибо, Fool's Day.
Disillusionment should get us through that door.
Ой, спасибо еще за 600, Саш. Спасибо большое. Так. Вот это должно, мне кажется, как-то работать. Так. Потянуть тут не за что, да? А вот еще какие-то записки.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lord Gok what we found.
В принципе, невидимку-то можно уже это.
There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
Так, пойдем отсюда, уходим. Ой. Уйдем. Да ё-моё, мы ж тут были, мы ж отсюда и пришли. Так. Здесь тупик. Да, здесь тупик. Блин, все, запутались опять. Мы пришли отсюда. Давай, 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 давай. Да, люмас, да, надо, люмас. Так, нет, не сюда.
Lumos! That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really.
Что мне еще тут? Мы же
Imagine
их
most
всех
goblins to be
это.
brilliant and kind.
Пошли, пошли. Не туда он нам показывает, а наверх. Блин. Опять.
Revelio.
Ага. Опять мы. Ну ок. Что-то мы опять возвращаемся. Не туда. Блин. А где мальчик? Так, отсюда мы пришли. Так. Сюда или опять пришли? Ну. Да ё-моё. Здесь мы были. Отсюда мы, да, по-моему, приходили. Ой, все, заблудились. Николай, привет. Да ёперный ты театр, опять сюда пришли, а? Все, нам надо наверх. Здесь тупик. Ой, все, заплутали в лабиринте, заплутали, выход не найдем. Возвращаемся сюда уже какой раз. Так. Так, и здесь мы были. Так, сюда может. Так, сюда точно, да? Что это? В лифт, да, сюда. Нашли выход. Так. Сюда. Так, выходим. Спитек. Юрий, привет еще раз. Так.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodcock.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
How do you do?
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, our God, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragball's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragball at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for regret. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Так. Ха-ха-ха-ха. Продать надо вещички.
I have thrilling news. I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
Come on in. Healing potions are a speciality here, should you need any.
Так. У нас это все есть. Так.
Here you found a bit of treasure in the forest. Was never one for adventure myself.
Так.
hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Ну что, ребят, на сегодня закончим наш стримчанский. Сейчас вот поговорим. Как далеко идти? Или в Хогвартс надо? Ну, как бы да. Карта мира. Ай, давайте сюда прилетим.
I enjoy having lunch down by the lake, except when the giant squid splashes about.
Лена крякает.
I'd wager Ravenclaw Tower.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Ну, здесь это точно. Странно. Так, нам сюда.
One boy fell off his broom during my time.
Revelio.
Не сюда. Сюда?
Personally, I think
Revelio.
Не открываем. А, это, наверное, опять тут будет войнушка. Ну, это уже на следующем стриме.
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
Так, идти.
Обновляйте чаще страницу стрима каждую
Ставка.
минуту на Трова, также это влияет на победу в боксе.
Revelio. How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
Так. Упс.
Revelio.
Вот где она дзынькает? Правильно, сюда.
I wish we would.
Revelio.
Здесь ничего не дзынькает. Ой, Новый год. Ёлочки, вот золотая это. Красота. Пум-пум. Ой-ой.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well. You'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing.
I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp, places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student? Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Greetings! I mean, out of my way, children. If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move along.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better!
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's. When I...
Something is very wrong with
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kagawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
I should think you'd have better things to do with your time. Now, where's my elf?
Good day, Professor. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
Hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Has anyone seen my ivory-handled hand mirror? Of course you haven't.
Professor, I need to speak to you. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
Ah, well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Scrope's as hard a worker as...
Ahem. Attention, student. Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone. Even Master himself.
And now I'm telling you that you can tell me.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
Of course I remember. It's the Black family reigns.
Is Master giving Scrope a test?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
Это что такое?
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Так, ну что, ребятки, на сегодня мы заканчиваем наш стримчанский. Увидимся с вами на следующем стриме. Всем пока-пока, до новых встреч!